like papers and drew the game inside and we walked around and just try to get the feel of how it would actually sit on a device. And the thing is, if that is fun, if you're having fun doing this with a piece of paper in your hand, the game is probably going to be pretty fun as well. Or you're just nuts. Other questions?
iPhone or Facebook, that's what you do. You were sitting there with an idea. You don't have an idea. You haven't thought about Facebook.
I mean, pick the platform that best suits the idea.
Yes.
I think I'm so indecisive on platforms that I actually don't like to talk about platforms. That's why we design our games to fit on kind of multiple platforms. So, because we can't decide where we're going to. Other questions?
Do you ever worry about the longevity of your platform? Because there might come some other social networking site that does better than Facebook, and some other data that with the iPhone, and then your games are dead. Do you ever worry about that?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, you're always dependent on something. So it just becomes a matter of calculated risk. We started creating games that are related to Facebook after studying Facebook for actually quite some time. And I mean, they have 350 million active users. So I'm pretty sure they're not going to get blown away by anybody, and at least not not in 2, 3, or 4 years or something like that. But there are other things you have to be aware of as well. If you're doing Facebook game development, you're really depending on a partner or a party that you have no control over. You can't talk to them. There's no QA service. There's no guy who's going to pick up the phone and yes, we changed that. No problem. We just changed the API. That's not going to happen. And they do changes to their system without asking you or checking if you like it or not. But they actually do give you pretty good glimpses of what they're going to do in the future. And this is true for the iPhone as well. So make sure that you are constantly aware of where the platform is going and what the platform owners are going to do with it. So, and there is material out there. It's sometimes hard to find, but most of them give you a pretty good roadmap of what's coming. And adapt to that. That's something you have to do. More? So you all think are your ideas it? Are your ideas do they compel you completely yourselves? Do you just look at them and go yes, this is going to be the best game in the world? Yes.
Well, I think if we didn't think like that, we wouldn't be sitting here. It's the most important thing is we have ideas, we can't believe it.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. I totally agree with that. You have to look at You have to look at the idea that you have, the concept that you're going to create. You have to look at it and you have to think, this is going to be it. You have to believe in what you do. You can't take a game concept and go I wouldn't play it, but maybe somebody. I don't know if that's a good idea. Are we done? Everybody done?
That was the end of the sort of official agenda today, but we will be around for a couple of minutes now afterwards if you want to talk to us directly about anything in general. But we do encourage all of you to sign up on the IGI.is page and into the awards. There are threads on our forums with where teams can, for people that are looking for teams or teams that are looking for more people on them, and also maybe if you have, if you want to talent scout yourselves amongst you, you should use the time now when all of you are here. See if you can fit into each other's teams, or if you're working on similar projects or something like that. So
also make your own pages.
Yes, and yes, exactly. If you're working on something, if you already have an idea and you have a team and you're working on something, we encourage you to set up blog pages or something where you can sort of document your progress. You don't have to talk about specifics of gameplay or anything, but it would be interesting to see sort of the progress the teams are at. So highly encourage you to set up blog pages or Facebook groups or whatever, and paste the links on the IGI Awards forum. That being said, we're done for today. If anybody wants to come up here and request a team or request team members, go ahead. Otherwise, thank you for coming, and we hope to see you again at the next workshop.